Welcome to our Divine Origin Forum. Today's topic is Prayer is Alignment. Please remain muted as we start with an opening prayer. We call the benevolent beings of light, archangels, and ascended masters to guide and inspire us during this forum. Our forum's vision is to bring the understanding, tools, discipline, and support for those seeking to enter the straight and narrow path, the road less traveled, that will lead us along effectively and steadily through the ascension process. Integration of the human experience with our divine origin is moving us full circle to achieve our divine potential. So be it. We thank you for answering the call from on high to attend the forum. Let us join our hearts and minds in preparation to receive the blessings offered. We ask you to please release your day from your mind and center yourself. Breathe in deeply and release. Breathe in deeply and release. Take one last deep breath in and release. Relax the tension in your body and your mind. Now bring your full attention to the forum. Be fully present in order to receive and fully retain the discourse gifts. John, can you please start the quote? Barbara, can we please have your discourse?
Thank you. So tonight's topic is prayer is alignment. And I'm telling you from my heart, it took so long for me to get this. It took so many years. I was the beggar. God, save me. God, help me. God, fix me. God, I'm not feeling well. Save me. And this was my prayers, constantly begging for help. And I said to myself one day, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm still where I was. What's wrong with this picture? Maybe I didn't dial the right number when I was calling God. But as the years went on and I started to understand the whole process of prayer, I realized it wasn't about me begging God for anything. Knowing that God is within us, I was talking to what? My higher self. Aha. So now I don't have to go to heaven for my prayers. This is an inside job. Very nice to know. So then I started begging my higher self and seeing if that worked. No answer. So I investigated the whole process. I experimented. I did a lot of reading. I did a lot of rearranging, and I kept asking my higher self, show me what I'm doing wrong. Show me how to pray. And what I got when I used to write everything down with automatic writing, my higher self told me, stop talking and just breathe. And I said, okay, but how would that prayer be a prayer? And she told me to practice this. So what I learned to do is this. I'm going to break it down really easy for you. And you might have already discovered this yourself. I start out thanking God for my life and everything in it. That's how I start out. I then proclaim what I would like to say to God. I speak about the Academy of Light and the forum and all the beautiful people in my life. And I'm again in gratitude for everything, everything, every aspect of my life. I thank my body for serving me. I start out this way in such a state of gratitude, and then I rest. I've stopped the chatter in my head because I made proclamations to my higher self, and you can only do one thing at a time. And so it shuts down all the noise. And I go from there. I just sit there and I breathe. Every once in a while, I'll actually hear my higher self speaking to me. Most of the time, I don't hear anything. I just feel this sense of peace and stillness in my whole body and all around me. Sometimes I just disappear in it and I don't come out of it for a long time. Other times it's not like that. I move through it very, within a matter of 15 to a half hour. Prayer is not any of the things that you thought it was. It's not about asking God, it's about aligning yourself with this higher self of yours that is God. And when you believe this, and when you start to practice being still and quiet and grateful and give thanks just the way everything is, even if it's not perfect yet, it's not God's job to fix us. It's our job to identify what's holding us back from our ascension. Moving forward, we get stuck in some level along the way, and we've got to work it until we clear it. If we observe ourselves, what we say, what we do, what we think, how we react or respond to life, we start to see ourselves really clearly. We start to understand the things that we do on a regular basis. How we think is really a big one. You ever really tap into what this mind of ours is spinning in our heads? And you say to yourself, somebody had said, some video somewhere, that the most important part of the watching the numbers 1111, 1212 is to see what was happening at that moment that it turned to 1111. So this morning when it turned to 1111, I was praying. I was actually in prayer. So I did the happy dance because I was in such a good state. And it was showing me, yeah, good work. Thumbs up. And 1212 and so on and so forth, because I love the double numbers. And it to me, it's not like I look up the numbers every time, but if something's troubling me, I do. And oh boy, do you get an answer to that question. Just look it up and see what it says about that number. Life is an incredible remembering of what we already know. But with prayer, we've lost our way completely. We forgot that it wasn't about yakking away to God of what we need. It was about aligning with God within us so the downloads and the inspiration can come through. You're just quiet enough to receive, because most of the time we're either in here thinking away, learning things, watching the news, whatever people do, instead of being quiet and just becoming the observer of your life. I've done this since I was a kid. I didn't feel safe in this world, so I kind of like hid and then just watched everybody in action. I listened to what was going on, how people interacting with each other. I made decisions of what I'll do also and what I won't. But when I prayed to God, until I learned not to be begging, that first of all, I wanted to get out of here. So I begged God to take me. Wasn't a good idea, but I did. And I almost got my way quite a few times. You create your life. So watch what you wish for. You ever hear that saying? It's very true. There's no escaping you. You take you with you, whether you move to the moon or you move to the other side of the earth or you dig a hole and crawl into it. When you pass, you take everything with you, everything that's you, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The most beautiful parts of you is always yours. It's always yours because you are what? You are God in action. It's the personality we take on. It's the things that we do when we're not in a good mood. The things that we say that comes back to us. It hurts because you don't feel right at that time when it comes back to you. Being careful what you write down. I'm warning you, when you write it down, it's a physical manifestation technique. So if I start writing something of the negative of what I didn't want, I erase it immediately. I erase it immediately. And I write down exactly what I am trying to create. Always be positive when you write something down. If you're writing a letter that you know you're not going to mail because somebody hurt you terribly and you don't really feel that you can purge it, burn it afterwards. Burn it. That's a type of commitment to letting go of what you wrote down. A lot of people keep track of every day and write down their life story. And I I tell you, if you write down what you should be writing down is the things you remembered or that you actually learned in this lifetime that was positive and assisting you in your life. If you're going to write down all the things that went wrong and how people hurt you, you're wasting your time and you're putting it to paper, and you really, it's not for your highest good. You're better off using that time to release it emotionally. Yeah, emotionally. So prayer is a blessing if you just do it correctly. When it says to go and close the door, and you don't go out there praying and making a big spectacle of yourself that you're so holy and you're praying away. If you're helping somebody do a prayer, that's one thing. A beautiful prayer. A prayer like we do, the planetary prayer, where we're doing something to create a 5D world right here. That is a beautiful event. And the more, the merrier on something like that. But if people are begging for uh, a political change in their world because it's so dark and ugly, rather than do that, they should visualize. And this is something we all can do. Visualize what you'd like to see, the absence of the things that you don't want to talk about, the dark side. You want to speak of the beauty that you see you can create with your words, your thoughts, and your actions in the world to make a difference. The Academy of Light is going to make a difference in the new world. It is, because it's designed for that. It's a 5D educational system. We're part of the solution. We don't talk about the bad way that education is right now and get ourselves all worked up about the injustice that's going on. We concentrate on the solution, how we can move this into the light. and make it exactly what it should be and should never have gone from. That's our job. That's our prayer. You see? But start out getting your mind silent, stating the gratitude to God for everything. Get yourself all aligned with the gratitude frequency, and then just breathe and just sit there. Sometimes the tears are pouring down my face because I feel the return flow of the love that I have sent up into my higher self, into my fields, and it comes back down and feeds me. Music can do it to me now too. Some certain music can send me into heaven in 3.5 in my brain and in my world. And the tears are just pouring down my face. When I'm with somebody counseling and they're in agony because they haven't been able to have a breakthrough, the tears are pouring down my face because I can feel their agony. I can feel their pain, and I can't hold it back. I feel on the deepest levels I've ever felt in my life. I'm not crying because I'm sad. It's because I can feel very deeply what's going on in the energy of other people and myself. And you're going to find this happening even more and more as you go along, deeper into yourself, into your peace, into your psyche that has been healed. And everything changes in the dynamics of how you act, how you see people, how you enjoy the peace and quiet of just being with you, because you work so hard to bring yourself to this place where you're not sitting there agitated or trying to hold back the anger that you're feeling from something that someone said. The anger goes away because there's nothing to be angry about. Because if you take care of what makes you angry outside you, on the inside, take care of it inside, then you won't be going through those experiences. You won't. And if you do see it, all you'll feel is compassion for the disarray of people's minds and hearts. It hurts to see them in pain. Prayer is a beautiful thing. It's a time between you and your higher self to really be close, to be communicating in silence. Yes, if you feel like talking more about your gratitude, go right ahead. Whatever comes up for you to be in a state of gratitude and peace, you can say that. But it's in the silence when the gifts are given, when the connection is full, and everything, like Jesus said, God already knows. The Creator knows what you've been thinking and working on and praying for. So you give thanks and praise that you know is in manifestation operation as you speak. Every day I think of it. I see it. I walk through it. My dreams and everything that I'd like to see here on the planet. I can't fix everything, but the thing that I have my eyes on is what I focus on. That's the most important thing, because I know this is a mission of missions. This is why we came. And I am going to be playing a video that's going to explain anybody born between 1945 and 1965 exactly what our mission was and is. It's going to blow your mind. So, not to go too far so we can get the song going. I just want you to know that if you practice prayer in a different way and give it a shot to try to follow a similar pattern where you're not just talking to God and talking to God and talking to God, People say that when you pray, you're talking to God, and then when you meditate, you're receiving from God. But the truth is, after you understand the formula of what Jesus was teaching, that the prime creator already knows what your desires are. And if they're in what I would call the light, and beautiful and helpful and not selfish, it will be so for you. It will happen. But first, find the kingdom of God. Enter the kingdom of God. And that's when you align with your higher self. If you have any questions or have any suggestions of what you do, bring it up in segment 2. I would like that very much. Okay. I think that's something that would be very helpful. What do you do to actually pray to God? Okay. So if you feel that it's frustrating for you that if, because I'm saying don't be begging God for things, tell God thank you as if it already happened. This is the key. If you do that, if you thank God as if it already happened, it will be so for you. It shows that you've aligned yourself with that truth, that anything that's blocking you from believing that everything will be given as you have asked for, even better if your higher self has a better plan for you. But that is the surrender to the light, allowing it to actually flow and manifest in your life. Okay? And we'll go further with this after segment 2. All right, Robin, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you. John, can you please pause the recording and start the song?
Now, the song runs about 5 minutes, so really enjoy what she's saying. This is what we need to do. That song is very powerful because if you really take in the theme of what is being said, when you identify with the God self, the I am that you are, your higher self, nothing that we identify with in the world or try to accomplish or do is outside of the God in us, already manifesting our greatest wish as our mission. We wish it with all our heart because it's our mission to do so. Whatever your heart just won't let you rest with is what you do because you came to do it. You're being prompted by the divine in you. No name, no identity other than I am. When you really believe this, you become it. You become it. And you will shift the world you live in, especially your perception of it. Thank you.
Barbara, can we please have your closing statement?
So tonight's topic is prayer is alignment. So there's a little bit that I understand now about how people think about prayer, and I'd like to discuss that. Talking to God, which you're talking to your higher self, is beautiful. It's your best friend. It will never guide you wrong. It will never lie to you. It will always be there. You're not alone. That incredible super consciousness that you have, that higher self of you, is always there for your benefit, for your guidance, taking in and loving you every minute, whether you're stepping into a situation for a learning experience or if you're on a day where everything is golden for you. When you are walking around in your head saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. That's a beautiful place. You're keeping yourself in that center we talk about. Because when you're in gratitude, you're in your center. You're not complaining about things. You're not finding fault with things. You are in a good place. And that I encourage everybody to do. What we were talking about with prayer, rather than begging for things, you make your statements or you have visions of what you want to see in your life. Like with the academy, I see the buildings, I see everything that we're going to create. And I hold that vision every day. I see it so clearly. I can walk the halls. I can smell the smell inside, everything. And that is part of the creative power that we have. I'm not begging anybody for it. I'm thanking God for it as if it's already here. And I say it's already finished. It's a done deal. It is happening. It is manifesting through the love and attention that me and others that are working as diligently as we possibly can to get this project, everything finished in it. So the point that I'm making about the silence is when a lot of people, they don't have the mornings like I do. I set that time aside. I don't make appointments before I'm ready. And but by the evening, I am like, whew. However, I don't go to bed without my so-called prayer. And what I do in that prayer is I give thanks, like others were saying, for everything. Even if I had one of those days, who would thank for it? I do, because I learned, I had a good purge, whatever the situation was, I gained knowledge and experience from it. So I am grateful. I'm not making that stuff up. That is a little different twist. And also with language, if you keep saying, please, I need this to happen, but just change the verbiage a little and say thank you for uh whatever you were, I don't want to put words in your mouth, whatever it was that you were asking, please make sure this happens, or please give this to me, or please, even if it's for somebody else, say the verbiage as if it already happened. Thank you for giving my neighbor an angel, like Janice was saying. Thank you for the food that I was able to prepare for my family today. Thank you for the beautiful surroundings that I live in. Thank you for the kind people that are in my life. I start out that way and then I just quiet down and I'm so still and I'm just sitting there feeling everything vibrating in my body because I'm in my center and I'm feeling the love, and the love that I project for others comes back to me as well, because you're always giving yourself a gift. You're the only person in your world, even though you think all these people are separate from you. We're all absolutely strand together. So everything you wish good for someone else, you're wishing good for you. You see, that's the return flow of your love. And if you're working on something like some of us are that have said, I'm still working on it, just say the positive side of it. I already love and forgive. I already love and forgive, and make it a mantra for yourself until you absolutely believe it. That's how I converted my crazy head from all my complaints and anger into, I use mantras of saying the positive. And there's a prayer from St. Francis that I have on the wall. And I just kept, I made it into a song and I would sing it about, well, I can't see it from here. Anyway, uh, but I made it my mantra and it was working. And then as I said it over and over, I'd be doing the dishes, I'd be doing the laundry, singing this song. I eventually would cry. Tears would be pouring down my face because every word that I have used in that mantra became my truth. It healed me because I believed it. I trusted it. So when you say something that hasn't happened yet and give thanks for it as if it did, you are actually converting your brain from the lack to I have it. It's already mine. And it brings you such joy. And in that joy, all this love comes in and the manifestation process happens. And you got it. You got the formula right down to a science. It's what you believe in your heart of hearts is what counts because you write your own law book. I can only do this. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I better be careful with this. We write all these blocks and laws and rules. Many years ago, I was at a retreat and it was Bella Salerno's retreat. And we were out at a campfire, and she said, "All right, Barbara, you have the biggest book. You got the Encyclopedia Britannica of rules." She goes, "I want you to rip the pages out and throw it in the fire." So symbolically, I was doing that. And afterwards, she said, "How do you feel?" I said, "I feel relieved." I said, "I'm a little unsure what my rules are now." She goes, "Just sit in the love of it. Just be totally at peace with it." I said, "Okay." And I let it go. And then from that point on, all I did was say, okay, so I'm going to look at this from the eyes of love. That's what I'm going to do. I kept saying that to myself because if I do that, then I've got it made. I can't do anything outside of my old rules, right? Because I'll be good. I want to be good. And so that's how I created the person that you see today, a heart that really can love and not judge and not be in a state where people have to do what I think is right for them. I appreciate each one of you right where you are at this moment. And that to me is the greatest gift I can give myself and others. Mm? Yeah. So it takes a lot of pressure off you. It takes a lot of weight off your shoulders because before I was always like searching my mind. Am I doing the right thing? Is this enough? Is it enough? Is it enough? It was never enough because I always felt guilty that I didn't do enough. Anybody here can relate to that? And when you feel that way, you put so much pressure on yourself. What is enough? Your love. Your love. It's the greatest gift you can give and receive, but make sure you learn to receive it as well as give it. It's got to be reciprocal, right? Because otherwise, there's a block in the middle of that. Never, never deny yourself the grace that you want to share with others. Yeah. So I feel that understanding prayer, it's very simple. It's very simple. Knowing that it's going to happen because I see it, I accept it, I open my heart for it. What do I say all the time in the prayer? Thank you for all the abundance that you shower upon us. May we open our hearts to receive because it's always coming at us. But what do? We block it. Do we feel we deserve it? That's one of the issues. A lot of times we don't feel we deserve. And when we can get that out of our brain and our rule book, all of a sudden you're going to see, you know what? God loves me. And the abundance that is available, why not? Why not receive it? It might even feel good, and you deserve it. You just got to know that you do. I'm not talking about, $50 here and $100 there. I'm talking about everything. The love comes first. All that love that's being showered upon you. open your heart in the silence and receive it. We're so busy talking to God, we forget to receive the return flow. And who is God anyway? Your higher self. And it isn't that far off, let me tell you. Most of us have our soul star already entered in. Already. It's not out there anymore above us. It's in us. Yeah. And start accepting that. I am. Period. Yes, Barbara is the name I took. It's pretty cool. Rah, 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 rah. Right? But that isn't who I really am. I do know my divine name, and you should ask your higher self, say thank you for giving me my divine name, so that eventually you will find it. You'll find it. You'll know it. It's very cool, the names that we take. So anyway, that's not the most important part. The most important part is you identifying with the I am. Okay? How am I doing? Are you okay? Okay. Watching Robin, she's my timer. So anyway, with all my love, I say thank you for being here tonight. I hope that you have grasped the simplicity of prayer in just the silence. You don't have to keep talking to God. It wears everybody out up there. It's like, spit it out, 3 words. Oh, it's great. I know what you want. Let's be silent and receive. Thank you so much. And for those listening, go on to YouTube. You can see this whole thing and watch the videos and stuff, but you are going to have to link it because they stopped allowing the links to show up live on the YouTube, we discovered. So just copy what is there and paste it into YouTube and you'll be able to get right on. Okay? Or go to the website, ourdivineorigin.com. We load all the links once a month. Okay? All right. God bless you. And thank you for being here. I love you.
Thank you, Barbara. John, this continues to be recorded. I will read the closing prayer. Please remain muted. We are deeply grateful for this forum. We thank those in attendance for your attention, for your wonderful questions, comments, and stories that touched our hearts and opened our minds to new possibilities. Our collective energy has filled this forum with light and love for each other. We are so grateful that each of us bring guides and angelic beings to the forum, raising the frequency ever higher. We are grateful for the assistance, inspiration, and guidance from the benevolent beings overseeing the forum. Know we are all deeply loved and richly blessed. So be it. We invite all of you to remain for a 10-minute prayer before saying goodnight to each other. We will be closing the evening with a planetary prayer as our collective call for the light to bless every kingdom upon the earth, to create a new heaven and a new earth. The words are on the screen to help you recite this beautiful prayer. John, can you please start the planetary visualization video?
Everybody, make sure you're muted while you're reciting it. So let's sit nice and tall in our seats, our feet on the ground. Straighten up your spine. Let that light be able to move nicely through your body. Feel your feet on the floor. Call up that light into your feet, up your legs, the trunk of your body, your arms, hands, up your neck and in your head as it loops back down into the earth, through your body, out the soles of your feet in a continuous flow. Let's begin setting everything into motion.
I call for the divine Christ radiance to surround me, hermetically sealing around me. Nothing but love can penetrate this seal of divine light. I call for the divine light to enter my crown directly from source, moving through every atom, molecule, cell, and energy within my body and fields. The flow of divine light moves through my body into the earth, out through the soles of my feet, continuing in a steady flow and building in potency. I ask my higher self to connect my heart with the other prayer warriors all over the world, to create a unified effort as one mind, one heart, one intent. I call to the benevolent beings of light for their assistance. I ask my higher self to add power to the words of this planetary visualization. Now let us rest in the divine light, concentrating on our breath and on the light flowing. Let it clear your mind, breathing in the divine light and hold it. Now breathe out the divine light. Breathing in the divine light, hold it. Now breathe out the divine light. One last time. Breathing in the divine light, hold it. Now breathe out all the divine light. Extending your arms, turn the palms of your hands to face each other, about a foot apart. Visualize the earth and her atmosphere between your hands. The light will begin to flow into your hands and into the earth and her atmosphere. You'll feel it flowing. Let us call in the divine light. I am calling the violet ray as violet fire to flow directly from source into the earth's atmosphere, penetrating into the earth's surface all the way through to the core in a steady flow. I am calling the divine Christ radiance to move through my body, out through my hands and heart. The divine light is pouring into the earth's atmosphere, penetrating the surface and continuing to the center of the planet in a steady flow, blessing the earth in divine light. Now let us direct the divine light with authority. I am directing the divine light into the planetary grid lines, the electronic grid and meridian lines surrounding the earth, the ley lines crisscrossing the earth, repairing and charging these lines as the divine light moves in a continuous flow. I am directing the divine light to penetrate the kingdoms represented on earth and all life within each kingdom, the elemental, plant and food chain, the animal kingdom, human kingdom, angelic kingdom, and all kingdoms known and unknown. I am directing the divine light to penetrate the dimensions of the earth, penetrating these dimensions and all life within each dimension. I am directing the divine light to penetrate the waters of the earth, on the surface, under the surface, in the atmosphere, and all life within these waters, purifying the water as God intended in the beginning. I am directing the divine light to penetrate all land masses, the continents and islands of land upon the earth's surface, and all life living upon the surface and under the surface. I am directing the divine light to penetrate the cities, towns, and communities upon the land, and all life living within inhabited locations on the earth. I am directing divine light to penetrate all of humanity on earth, every man, woman, and child incarnated on earth, lifting them in the light, awakening and ascending ever higher as divine source intended from the beginning. I am directing the divine light to penetrate all species of animals on the land, flying in the sky, all organisms and elementals on the surface and beneath the surface of the earth. I am visualizing the benevolent beings of light upon the earth, assisting all humanity, showing us the way, guiding us, assisting those awakened, and embracing those just awakening, leading humanity to a higher reality and to bring the concepts of a higher order of divine love for yourself and others. Now breathing deeply, taking in the entire picture of all that you have visualized, marveling as you help create a new heaven and a new earth, filled with divine light as divine source intended from the beginning. Let us express our gratitude. I am thanking the benevolent beings of light for their assistance and guidance. I thank my higher self for giving power to my words, manifesting my divine vision. I thank the divine light for its steady flow of purity to all creation. I thank Mother Earth for providing all of our needs from her abundance and beauty. I thank the angels in every color of the rainbow for their daily assistance and blessings. And I thank our divine source for all of creation. Concentrating on your hands as that light is pouring into the earth. And now place your hands upon your heart and feel the divine flow of light, giving thanks for being of service to our divine source. Now rest your arms, press your feet to the floor, become aware of your surroundings. And when you are feeling ready, open your eyes and return fully present. This visualization and directives of light is to co-create and manifest the transformation of our planet, giving back to her for all she offers to us. This is God's plan for this planet and all life upon her. So be it, and so it is. Amen and amen. You can have a copy of this visualization and a prayer to cleanse the earth. Visit our website, ourdivineorigin.com. Thank you.
Thank you. John, you can stop recording and return the host back to Barbara.